Alright, so this is Google Analytics, kind of like the back like settings part of it. So you want to click admin if you're just setting this up for the first time, create an account. So this is where you enter like the name, and then this is where you put your website name and the URL that you want to get all your analytics from. From there, you're going to go into create a property. Just put your name again, and then this will let you get like this tracking ID. So this is a set of code that you can essentially put onto your website pages to make sure that Google is grabbing like data from your website. So if you have a show it website, you want to go to your pages that you want like tracking on. You're going to go into not SEO settings but advanced settings here, and then custom head HTML, and then you're going to paste in this like tracking ID right into here. And then you hit save and publish, and that way it'll be all set up with Google Analytics. So some of the main things that I track on Analytics, I try to track things kind of like on a monthly and a weekly basis just to see like where things are. So I'll always look at how many users I have, the bounce rate, and then the average session duration. This is really great, so you can go and see where your traffic is coming from. This is just like their dashboard and an overview. Some particular things that I check out is I always look at which pages my users are visiting the most, and you can like check it by more like different time frames here, or you can set a custom time frame. So you can specify from like if you wanted to do all of June, so you would do June 1st to June 30th, apply, and then it'll let you know which ones were the highest viewed links. Some other things that I always check in is the acquisitions. I go to overview. So this is essentially like how people are finding my webpage. It's loading. So here's like a breakdown of how people are finding my website. And something that has definitely helped me has been to look at social. And so this tells me like which social platforms I should be focusing the most on. So if you look at, If you look at this, we'll do June 1st to June 30th, apply. You'll notice that Facebook is actually super high up here. I have 116 new users, and like the number of sessions and the bounce rate, which is essentially like how many people clicked off of your website, pages per session, and then average session duration. So this just gives me a really good insight as to like where I should be focusing my marketing efforts on from this. And then another cool thing you can do is you can look at behavior flow. You can look at a ton of different things on here. But this is really cool because it'll tell you kind of like the path that people took on your website and like which pages they went to from which different pages. So this can help you make sure that your site is laid out in a way that's like really user friendly and makes sense for people to find your info. So that's a really quick overview of how I use Google Analytics. You can also create your own custom dashboard that'll pull up specific like pieces of data that you verified. And so this makes it super easy to go in on a monthly basis and like download this info to like track it against previous months as well and see how this month is doing in terms of, or like while measured up against other months. So yeah, it's a really quick overview of how I use Google Analytics.